Good Morning Cybertron is a podcast intended for adults and is not suitable for those under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is advised.
Me Grimlock checking out Good Morning Cybertron while munching on cesium salami. Or is it beryllium bologna?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good Morning Cybertron!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Good Morning Cybertron. My camera probably looks a little bit off because my other camera ain't fucking working now. And I have a cat peeking in on me. And I'm drugged to the nines, which is why we're broadcasting about 13 minutes too late. Sorry. Oops. Oh, my God. Kyle, do you have anything to say to the audience, buddy?
It depends on if there's a delay or not.
Well said.
Yes, exterminate, indeed.
Yeah.
Kill all humans. Hooray.
All the way from sunny California, it's Xavier. How you doing, buddy? I was worried about you Monday because the apocalypse was happening, but it happened like 300 miles south of you.
Yeah, Scott actually called me this time. I was calling him for the past 2 weeks, and I was like, hey, guess what, motherfucker? And the next week it was, hey, guess what, motherfucker, part 2. Mm-hmm. And then this time he's like, hey, motherfucker, you alive? And I was like, yeah, I'm just I'm putting chicken away in the frozen section of the grocery store I work at.
Of course.
He's like, oh, thank God, I heard about an earthquake.
Yeah, of course I am, Scott. I'm fucking alive. How do you think I answered the phone?
Scott was very sweet. He just thought that I got rocked by the LA earthquake, and I had to let him know that LA and where I live in Mountain View are 300 miles apart. It's Northern California and Southern California. So
listen,
we all good, baby.
I came home.
You can still feel it.
Yeah, I came home and I saw earthquake hits California. I went, I don't know where Mountain View is. I better call him. I love him. You know, I need to make sure he's okay. Who's gonna hold me at night? Yeah, my wife said I will. I said, shut up. Oh my God.
Palm to the face.
Little fun fact about our good friend Tef. He doesn't shoot lasers from his eyes. His eyes are actually a portal to an alternate dimension whose concussive force comes through his eyes.
The obsidian portal in Minecraft, you know?
Yeah.
Nether rays.
That's actual canon for Cyclops. His eyes don't shoot lasers. An alternate universe's energy comes through them. Oh, my God. It's just cat night. Walter, look at your kitty cat. Aw.
Yes, this is Lola.
Aw, hello, buddy. Aw. I like cats so much more than I like people. It's probably criminal.
Animal in general over people, you know?
Yeah, there's way too many of us. I know they're like, people always complain about stray cats. No one talks about stray humans. Yeah, they're always, can I have
I think
some
that's called the homeless.
Yeah, and I think that we should grind them up and use them for cat food. It's a good, sound solution. I get more cats, we get less homeless people. Jesus, man, do I have to think of everything? This is probably the best idea to come out of the government
like Soylent
since
Green,
January.
but for animals.
Toilet fancy feast.
Oh, I would never feed you a homeless person, Wilford. I love you. I know. All the way from.
That's how you get mad homeless disease. It's like mad cow disease, only it's for the homeless.
All the way from the land of maple. It's Thomas. How you doing, Thomas?
Tired and poor.
Oh my God, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm not poor, but I'm not poor because I'm very, very tired. I worked 6 hours today. I was supposed to work 8, but I worked 6, and then I worked another 2 hours at drum lessons, and now I'm here. But,
I mean, you've been taking drugs to sleep anyway, so that might, you know.
Yeah. So here's the deal. I am on Ozempic. I give myself a shot in the belly. It's been working. My shirt is like very, very loose. I don't know how much weight I've lost, but I feel like I've lost some weight. Ozempic doesn't let you sleep, apparently. The actual name of the medicine is Zepbound, but nobody knows what the fuck Zepbound is, so I just tell everybody I'm on Ozempic, right?
It's a semaglutide, right?
Exactly. GLP-1, right? So a buddy of mine actually goes, Scott, why don't you go get some melatonin? That sounds like a really good idea. And I go to Dollar General and I pick up like an illegal quantity of melatonin for like $2.50, right? Here's one of them right here. 10 milligram chewable tablet, right? And apparently, like I figured, well, it's medical cause. I was told, I saw like a bunch of like 2.5, 5. No, I need some sleep. Let's go for the bad boys. Let's go 10 because I'm an American. That's the way we do stuff. Maximum strength medicine. Find out what'll kill me and then back it off just a little bit. And so
double it.
Yeah. Last night I took some pills. My wife and I had a good time. I took the melatonin. My wife and I had a nice little time. She told me, take your heart pills before we do this, old man, because I don't want you dying on me. I went, okay. and then I went immediately to sleep. And I had the most fucked up dream I've had all year. I was being chased through a cornfield by triangular UFOs. And these UFOs would swoop down, and like there were 3 different sizes. There were small, medium, and large, right? And this, like the medium would stack on top of the small to give them an extra boost to catch me, and then that stack would stack on top of the large, and I'm like running through this cornfield, right? But even in my dreams, I'm still 380 pounds. So I mean, I'm booking it as fast as my fat ass can carry me through this dream cornfield. Finally, I get into my house, and I go, oh, thank God, I'm fucking safe, right? I lay down in my bed, and the covers fly back, and laying beside me is adult film star Rachel Ryan, right? Now, I know, like, in my awake version, this isn't Rachel Ryan. She died in 2020. And she didn't kill herself. She didn't overdose. She had a very good... She married Richard Mulligan, the actor that played Bert in the 1970s show Soap, and played the doctor on Empty Nest, right? So she had a pretty good life, right? She was 63 whenever she died. It was Rachel Ryan in her prime, and she was wearing like these nice little cutoff shorts, and she was wearing like a rainbow top, and like a little rainbow bikini top, and she goes, "We should fuck," and I go, "I can't fuck you. I'm married." Even in my fucking dreams, I'm married. And she goes, she's trying to convince me that my wife is cheating on me, but not Ariana, my second wife. She goes, Tracy's cheating on you. And I don't know that. She goes, Scott, I was down in West Virginia, and she was feeding French fries to an old man in a McDonald's, and for every French fry that she gave him, he gave her a dime. I go, oh, man. But now I'm upset because I could have fucked Rachel Ryan in the dream. I can't even do that in real world now. You know, and it's just, damn it. So that was my dream last night. I told Ariana
Moral
about
of the
it.
story, don't do drugs before sleep.
I had to do drugs because of sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
The thing is, all the alien parts actually happened. They kidnapped you, they probed you, and they done activated that fucking wet dream of yours just while they were torturing you and
It
something.
wasn't a wet dream. I was like, you stay away from me.
Just be
Damn
glad. Just be glad that it wasn't mugwort. Do you know what that does?
That makes you see demons, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I mean, mugwort. Okay, it's a tea made from a herb, but the thing, and it's I think it's legal pretty much everywhere. But if you boil it down and concentrate it and then drink it, it will basically make you have a dream, but you will also experience time compression. So the dream will appear from your perspective to take days.
Oh, you hear that?
shit,
Scott? You could have been the Highlander.
You will feel
I'm
like you're
currently on
trapped inside
Amazon
the
and they
dream
sell mugwort.
Yeah, you will appear as it'll appear from your perspective as though you are trapped in the dream world and cannot get out.
I don't fucking take anything that sounds like it came out of a Harry Potter movie. That's
Holy shit.
that's
I'm on Amazon. They sell mugwort, and there's like sleep aid mugwort.
You want to
You
sleep
don't
for
wanna dream
72
that long
days and
anyway.
8 hours? Good news. We got the herb for you, motherfucker. Oh,
You don't want to
Jesus.
dream that long anyway, just because it's like at some point you start to become the villain in your own dreams, and then what?
Well,
Now you're
I'm
the
already a
current-
villain, so I'm good.
The weird thing is that you actually sleep a normal amount of time. You don't sleep any longer.
Oh no, we get that time compression. We get the 72 days and 8 hours. I even made a joke about it. We understand there.
Yeah.
Got a rhythm with the tism there, Thomas, don't you?
Well,
72 days away from all this bullshit sounds fantastic.
Oh yeah, it does actually. until
72
the
days with Trump as not president.
until the demons start graping you, or maybe it's just like you get in there. It's like you get 72 days extra of Trump being president. Aww, and he's wearing lingerie and bringing you coffee. What happens if you drink mugwort in your drink?
Oh, that's nice.
What about a fucking Inception deal?
Dream search.
meta mugwort. Yeah.
Mugwort inside my mugwort fueled dream. Jesus Christ. It can't be good. Over in the chat, we got
Did
Belucius.
that happen in Metal Gear Solid 3?
I think so. I've never played Metal Gear Solid 3. Belucius over in the chat says conjoined cat person. Maybe one day. Depends on how many tubes of glue I'm able to buy at once. Olsen 85 says earthquake, huh? Well, glad you're safe, Xavier. Crossbones Koopa says hello, buddy. How you doing, man? Oh my God. I guess this is the part where we start talking about what little news there is here. Holson 85 says in the old days they used to treat asthma with the devil's trumpet herb. The devil's trumpet just sounds like something you call a dick. Side effect would be getting high and passing out. You wanna, hey honey, you wanna come play with my devil's trumpet? You know what I mean. Give the end a blow. Oh my God. Last time I checked, I'd like to say all these nice things about Toy.Run, but the last time I checked, it was still down. And then unfortunately,
Stupid J.K. Rowling. It's all her fault.
And now 4chan's down as well, so I can't go over to 4chan Toy or Sexy Beautiful Women.
Oh shit!
You know the apocalypse is coming when 4chan goes down.
Yeah,
They got hacked. You heard about that?
Did it?
4chan,
gets
the Waffle
taken out.
House of the internet.
I know. That's the best way of
Musk
putting
gets
it.
taken out everything else that looks like Twitter.
I haven't been on 4chan in like 15 years, I think, 20 maybe.
I go to 3 places on 4chan and 4 places on 4chan and 4 only. I go to Toy, I go to DIY, I go to the paranormal boards, and I go to Sexy Beautiful Women. Because every once in a while they'll have a 90s giant boob queen thread over there, and that makes me think of oh look, there's Candy Samples, and there's Lisa DeLuca.
Here's all my youth.
Yeah, right. There's Melanie Melons, Candy Cantaloupes.
There's no way these names are real, Scott.
Minka.
What are you trying to say?
Go ahead and Google it, because I can't right now, because I'm streaming on YouTube. Plenty
Yeah,
up
they're worth a
top.
Google.
Plenty Up Top. One of my personal favorites is Plenty Up Top. Trinity Lauren. Lulu Divine. Just some mutated freaks of tit flesh. This is essentially. Hey, by the way, we're getting Missing Link, Grimlock, and Ultra Magnus. Maybe. Like
Maybe.
really to get
I'm
like
curious, how are they gonna pull for fucking Magnus? The legs of the cab are in the back with the plastic that holds the leg in the front. How are they fucking gonna make it articulated? Like, jeez.
To be fair, really the only thing you'd have to do is articulate the legs. The arms are already pretty damn articulated.
Yeah, but that's the leg
So-
is gonna be a pain in the ass, and I don't know how they're gonna pull it, but I'm really
So gotta
interested
be
if they
able-
do.
They have to split.
Yeah,
too.
is this going to be Missing Link, Optimus White, and Ultra Magnus cab section, or just all Ultra Magnus? Hi, Cat.
Probably Ultra Magnus, White Optimus, and then the full
Well, it's
set.
gonna be the white Optimus with the cab and everything. Just keep it G1, but articulated, you know?
I mean, do you think though they'd put a Missing Link White Optimus in there too?
Yeah.
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 So, okay, I'm cool with that, yo.
Yeah, I thought for some reason I thought they were just going to try something entirely new because after Azalea, I was like, okay, they're actually doing something
Oh my
that's
god,
not
her
just,
name's RC, dude.
like I said, Azalea. When they
Her
made
name's RC,
stuff.
dude.
I love
Hey,
the
we're
fact
talking about Azalea here. When you make new stuff, and they was like, okay, they have an into the line. They're doing stuff that's like this was never done before, and I like that. So I was thinking maybe the thought process will flow over to Ultra Magnus. He won't be strictly just the White Optimus with the cab section. He'll be Ultra Magnus, his own character that forms around the White Optimus to form the entire robot. So I don't know. It'd be interesting if they kept it as two separate figs because then you get two separate figs. But if they combine it somehow into one giant fig, I don't think that'll be a problem either. It'll be a really unique take on the G1 toy, but I don't know. I'm just not going to feel like an Ultra Magnus is a purchase for me, honestly. Like, I'm not feeling the same, like, hype for this one as I did for the past.
Grimlock's
Is this the
got me
most blatant lie box art there is in G1, by the way?
It looks AI generated, doesn't it?
No, just the fact that City Commander's legs are separated and his knee is bent.
Yeah.
It's even weirder because they're bent, but there's no joint.
Yeah. That's why I'm curious how they're gonna pull it off in real.
Yeah.
Make them out of rubber.
And the perspective and this, it was really a crapshoot. Like, because sometimes the perspective on these box arts were really good, and then at other times they were janky and weird.
What was the one figure? I think it was a combiner where it's like hand was outstretched forward and his hand was like fucking massive. It looked like his hand was like 87. Thank you. The box art for Menasor, his hand looked like it was 87 feet across.
And it was also a cinnamon bun. His finger is curled into a coil. It looks like a cinnamon bun.
There we go. Yeah, that's what I meant. G1 Menasor box art.
It's so
Images.
super weird.
Yeah, there it is. There's the box art for G1 Menasor.
Yeah, look at the cinnamon bun. Finger.
Damn.
What the fuck is that? Yeah, that's not a hand.
Do you remember when you were a kid and you put on your grandpa's bifocals?
Plastic, man. The Ubisoft logo on the hand, like
that is definitely AI art. My God,
it looks like
AI
he's holding a Danish with a sword coming out of it.
I think I know what I'm going to have for dessert this weekend.
Menasor parts.
Sword Danish.
Well, people shit on, like, if there's one extra finger, they're like, oh, look at this AI art, or if it just doesn't look good, the AI art. Look at the fucking shit from the 80s, you twat.
Yeah, that was a human.
You could just get artists.
This was a human that did this late one Saturday night after a Coke binge and pot.
There's another funny detail about this piece of artwork, too. Besides the fact he hasn't got any elbows.
You mean the fact that the one leg is separated from the rest of his body?
Okay, so Motor Master's arms are engaged.
Yes.
So he actually has 4 arms in this arm.
Mecha Shiva.
Well, at least 3.
Jesus Christ.
That's how you do real menacing. You show him all 4 arms.
Yeah. He is Menasor.
Oh my God. I'm kind of hyped about Grimlock because then that means the possibility exists that they'll do Missing Link the rest of the Dinobots.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I guess.
Grimlock's artwork actually is pretty good, I think.
Yeah, but Grimlock as a fucking fully articulated G1 toy is like, I don't see the appeal too much in that. Like, the dinosaur mode might be fun if it had the same range of movement. And that might be a challenge because now you're going from like a vehicle, like a stiff brick of a vehicle, to something that's supposed to be a robo dinosaur. But I don't know. I think the brickiness of G1, like Grimlock, was just great as is.
Oh yeah, he was pretty respectable.
Yeah, Bingo Toys already made a Missing Link Grimlock G1.
Here,
I just sent a couple of pictures in the chat on the Facebook.
There we go.
Oh, it's out?
Yeah, look at that. That's nice.
It hasn't actually come
Prototype
out.
shown. Final product may vary.
Yeah,
Did
they
you
have
say
announced it a
product?
couple of months ago.
Well,
Kyle said product.
can't wait for it to not come out.
Product.
Yeah, because I remember seeing that thing like a year ago at
Me
a
too.
TFCon slide, and then nothing came of it.
Yeah.
It
It
was
looks
all
not
a
G1 enough.
dream.
But it's Bingo
Some-
Toys. I mean, they are a good company, so I'm confident they'll put it out.
I
I
don't
have no idea
anything
what
else.
else they've done.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with them at all.
They made
I think I own everything they've made so far, and I really fucking like it. All the
made
stuff they
the-
made is
Yeah.
light but solid and really good looking, and everything articulated. And I fucking love the company.
They made that one wind blade, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the 60
Are
wing
they the
blade.
ones that made the Starscream that's a woman that's dead fucking the cockpit?
Yeah, it's coming out
Not
soon.
a
That one.
euphemism. It's just what the
Yeah,
toy does.
I'm lost in the sauce when it comes to Bingo Toys. You could say Squanch Productions from Adult Swim made this.
Dude,
I'm like, okay, that's
they
cool.
make some good stuff. I got their Flurfinator.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh.
the
Plumbamus
Bingus
Convoy.
version or the Tallywhacker version?
I mean both. You can't do one without the other, in my opinion. Oh shit, man. What would be your dream missing link figure?
Oh,
Honestly,
I want to go
I-
big.
I kind of want to see how they would handle Pretenders, so let's go with Thunderwing.
Yeah.
I'd be down for I'd be down for a missing link Thunderwing. That's actually a good call.
Yeah,
You know, it's a weird
Sending
one.
Devastator.
Devastator. I mean, I'm kind of devastated at this point, just because it's like.
But
So-
like with the
Every
articulated
other
leg,
week
I mean, the
we
original
have
didn't even move the legs. I think just can rotate the arms.
Yeah, so the original. Okay, do you guys remember the Mega Pretender vehicles?
Yes. Yes,
yeah,
I
like
do.
the one that turned into the big
Gunrunner
white.
and Road Grabber.
Well, those were the regular Pretender vehicles, but there were Mega Pretender vehicles as well that had. So they had a small robot and a shell that they combined with that also transformed, and then
Yeah.
also a giant vehicle shell as well.
Robot Skyhammer.
So those figures, most of those things didn't survive because of gold plastic syndrome. You know, it'd be cool if we got those again.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I
I'm gonna
was
say
thinking,
something
like,
that's
the
gonna fucking
European
make your
stuff.
pants tight. Missing link erector.
Don't care.
You think you guys? Oh, I'm gonna go big. Not me, baby. Let's see how good this technology really is. Apply it to MicroMasters.
Let's see where we
We
can
already
go when
did
there
that.
are no
Nobody
roads.
wanted it.
I fucking did. Maybe they should have made better ones.
Okay, well, so what we want is a MicroMaster erector with bicep swivels.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, a missing link Megatron gun could be fun. I doubt they'll
Yeah.
ever pull it.
I think the funniest way to do that would be make a missing link Megatron that looks like he turns into a gun in robot mode. The first couple of transformation steps make you think he's gonna be a gun, and by the time you're done, he's a tank.
Nah. Here you
The
go.
legs swing up.
He's a
Like, instead of the
submarine.
legs clicking together,
No, here's how
they
you do,
swing around.
here's how
and
you do
form the-
missing link Megatron. I guarantee this will be a hit. What you do? What you do? The articulation is exactly the same as the G1 toy, but when you turn him into gun mode, he fires real bullets.
You can actually clock him.
That's right.
I want to see them do like versions of Shockwave that are still the gun, because he's sci-fi enough in his Cybertron mode to get away without being classified as like a firearm.
What if they did an alien crossover and it was just Shockwave upside down and medical tool?
We keep saying upside down submarine,
Yeah.
so it's in the
It's
cards.
medical tool.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
glad
always like that.
3 people got that joke.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, Shockwave was in the Aliens movie as like a medical
Yeah.
tool. Yeah, hanging from the
Yeah.
fucking ceiling. Oh shit! I'm so tired. Fucking
Of Transformers. little thin tonight. I know.
Just-
So we know what the crossover figure will be for aliens then.
Alien Shockwave.
Yep.
Actually, you know what would make a great crossover? Fucking squeeze play that turns into an alien queen.
A xenomorph squeeze. Oh my god! Actually, you know what?
Tell me that wouldn't be good.
That form, his form is already close, relatively close in shape. That I think it could work.
Yeah, absolutely. Instead of having the little crab head and the claws, just give him wiry fucking arms and give him that big crest for the queen. Shit.
He's already got a big crest, right, on his head.
Yeah.
So it's not that much of a stretch.
Just looks like he has symmetrical cancer.
Yeah.
Who would you retool into the power armor?
Erector. Missing link erector.
Genius.
Well,
Pack
I
it,
mean,
ship
the
it.
colors match. There you go.
Well, there it is. There it is. Oh, fucking God. Go over to the chat. Let's see here. Crossbones Koopa says, I'm all in on Grimlock and Ultra Magnus Missing Link. Praise me for I have Missing Link Optimus. Belucia says, doesn't Missing Link Prime have built-in fists? They'd have to make him attached to the armor some other way, too. We'll need Grimlock. Crossbones says, yes, he does have fists built in. All Missing Link has to do is repaint Prime and make it the power armor articulated to fit Magnus. Belucia says, yeah, but you had to remove the fist to attach the robot via headlight and wrist holes. Holson says, give me Grimlock elbows and his T-Rex arms. Crossbones Koopa says, Missing Link Optimus, the fists open and close and fold to make the headlights for the truck mode. Belucius then, but are there holes in them? And Crossbones says, no, they're headlights. And Belucius asked a good question, so how will it attach? And Crossbones says, Missing Link magic. Or they'll make the holes for Magnus. And Belucius has a laugh at that. Holson says, alien crossover breast force, but the breast master is a chest burster. There you go.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good
nice.
one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sound,
like that
give Soundwave a
fucking
cassette.
eagle.
No.
Like that fucking eagle thing that came out of like Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime fig.
There you go, Thomas. That would be a great one. Kyle's right. Chest burster cassette.
Oh my god.
Kyle, that's a fucking great idea. A chest burster
Okay, yeah,
cassette.
man. Soundwave, I'm in.
I'm in too. A headmaster
Make
face
Megatron
hugger.
transform into a pulse rifle.
A headmaster face hugger. And a goddamn chest bursting cassette. Fuck. HR Gigas, the young HR Giga goes, but where does the probe tube go?
Well, we do have these things called, what is it, like 4 to 6 millimeter ports? Do you have those?
I have my own 5mm port in my pants. And then a smaller 3mm one in the front that I pee out of. I love you, my wife and my sister. They are the woman for me.
What the fuck?
Oh. Supreme X Transformers Optimus Prime.
I didn't know if this was real or not.
This is real, and it looks like a fucking KO. It's just all red plastic.
That's why I thought it wasn't
crap.
real.
Yeah,
I
this
thought it
reminds
was a
me
new
of the,
Christmas Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
this reminds me of the JD Red Knight thing that came out a few years ago, where it's like that shipping company put out their own version of like an Optimus cab.
Yeah, but
with a
that
new
was
head.
cool. He had a puppy head, and he was Galvatron, but he didn't have the open chest wound that Galvatron had throughout that entire movie. Ariana and I watched Dark of the Moon yesterday, and she looked at me and went, "Aren't you guys upset that like the Decepticons, like in the cartoons, the comic books, they're clever and they're not always the super bad guys, and sometimes the Autobots are the guys, but in the Bay movies they're reduced to growling insects."
Yeah, they are. Yeah. They're giant growling insects that look like exploded landmines.
Yeah, I said, she goes, how do you tell them apart in this movie? She goes, I don't. It just looks like staring into a bag of cutlery. It's...
But in the movie, they all have to die, because in the cartoon, they never die. But in the movie, well, they're bad guys, so they have to die. So they just give them fucking generic fucking names and shit.
Except they didn't. They didn't kill them sometimes. They're very selective.
Scott, you remember?
It's almost like whoever the fuck was in charge didn't know what they were doing.
She hated Rosie.
Scott, you remember a few years ago there was a version of like another highly popular brand of G1 re-releases, but it was the bathing ape line.
I remember the bathing ape line. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bape.
and I had one. I still have one actually. I think I have regular red camo Optimus, and I was looking at this going,
That
"This
big
is
one,
the same thing, but it just says Supreme on the biceps."
Like it doesn't.
So it's like,
Yeah.
Doesn't fucking matter. This feels like Sentinel Prime. It's
yeah,
It feels like a knockoff.
yeah, it does. It
How
does.
much is this? How much is this gonna cost?
It's probably
I'm wondering.
a goddamn $1 billion.
Yeah.
well, you're not wrong
Deal. I
because
don't
if
know.
you know
For-
anything.
Don't
if you know
worry about
anything
how much it's going to
Blade.
cost. You'll never see it because people who are into high-end clothing brands like this are going to fucking spawn camp the website.
Yeah,
So here's the
it's-
deal. Let me go ahead and tell you. Supreme is a brand made for people with tiny dicks.
Yes.
Supreme
It
is.
I'm sorry.
Just
Supreme has
hide
been
my
If you need
Supreme for
proof,
years.
Supreme.
I'm
I've already
Canadian. I
seen
never
it.
heard of the fucking Supreme brand before, so
I had to have Ariana tell me what it was.
No, it's weird because it's been a brand that started as a fucking joke. This dude literally said you could sell anything and say it's high quality as long as you make it limited. And that's how Supreme literally got started. This dude, like 19-year-old entrepreneur said, I bet you fucking anything if I label something as a high-end chic item, it will sell out immediately. And he did the Supreme logo on a jacket that he made. He sold the jacket for like $900, and then the money started rolling in because even though it was a joke, people said, well, I want a jacket too. And he started just making clothes with the Supreme logo with that high-end price. And there was a Vice documentary explaining how this happened. And this one dude living in New York has a basement that he calls the Museum of Supreme that showcases everything with the Supreme logo on it. And it's fucking ridiculous because we're talking anything and all stuff that the Supreme label gets slapped on, he collects. And a basic deck of cards cost him $300 just because it said Supreme on the label.
Shame on you motherfuckers for not doing a red Omega Supreme. You dumbass. You
honestly,
actually had
when
an Autobot
They
with
don't know who
Supreme
that
in
is.
the name.
Honestly, when I first saw this, I thought like I had never heard of Supreme. I thought it was some kind of petrol company, like a gas
Oh,
gas
dude,
station.
Imagine how little your self-esteem must be that you wait in line to buy a Supreme jacket that is worth $10, but you spent $10,000, and then you film yourself walking back past the line, hoping someone will get jealous because you're wearing the jacket.
See, this I don't understand.
You were out of your mind.
I'm right there with Kyle. Right? Because it's a thing where my boss, and I love my boss. My boss is a great guy. He's had like 50 fucking foster kids. He has 2 foster kids now. 2 of the foster kid he's adopted. He's taken care of a 3rd one as an adult. You know, this is a really good dude, right? His grandniece has some problems. The parents couldn't take care of her. He let his grandniece move in, right? And right now, like, part of my job is like getting her back on track and making. My boss is a great guy, but he cannot understand why I'm not jealous of the stuff he owns, right? And it was a thing where he bought something. I can't even remember what it was. And I said, you know what? I think for the first time, I'm a little bit jealous of something you have. And he went, oh, surely you must have been jealous of other things I have. And I said, no. And he goes, well, what about the Cybertruck? And I said, I don't want the Cybertruck. And he goes, well, what about this? I don't want that. What about the solar panels? I can buy solar panels if I want them. I'm not going to put them on the house and move. That's ridiculous, right? And it was just like he's like going down through all these things. What about my Macs? I have like 5 Mac computers. I don't like Macs. And
Is he still talking about all this shit?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he was like listing his stuff, and it's Rob. I said, Rob, are you jealous of my Transformers collection? He laughs and he goes, no. And I said, okay. I said, probably the thing. Oh, I remember what it was. I was cleaning up one of the bedrooms because they're gonna have a exchange student come in, and I was cleaning up one of the bedrooms, and I found a crate of old Spider-Man comics.
Oh.
And I mean, we're like from the 70s and 80s because my boss loves Spider-Man.
Cool.
Right?
Cool.
And I pulled them out and I said, this is amazing. I said, for the first time, I think I'm jealous of something you have. And surely there, yeah. And it was just like, oh shit, I had no idea he liked Spider-Man. You wouldn't know. And then that day, just to be weird, he goes out and buys 2 giant Spider-Man posters, and he never hung them up. They just sit in the back corner of his room, right? And it's just like they're like wooden framed Spider-Man posters, and he's never hung them up. And
So this reminds me of a story. Isn't there a story about an emperor with some clothes
yeah,
that
the
aren't
Emperor's New Groove or something. How the Emperor lost his naked new groove or something like that.
Yeah, he gets turned into a llama.
And here's the thing: my boss is so generous. For Christmas, he bought his wife this. It was this globe, right? And it's like one of those. Have you seen those light bulbs that have like a black panel and a white panel, and the sunlight makes them spin? It's like a really fancy one of those, but it was like a globe of Mars, right? And we were looking through the website, and they're like $400, right? And then for Christmas, like he goes, "Here, Scott, this is for you," and he's already given me like a $500 bonus for Christmas, right? And like whenever Ariana and I got married, he gave us $1,000. Like, this is my boss, right? And I saw this one globe. It was like of the constellations in the night sky. And I said, "Oh, that's beautiful." That's all I said. I didn't say, "Get that for me." Christmas, there it is. He hands me it, and they're called Muva globes. Let me see here. Muva globes. And yeah, so it was like this. Let's see, Muva globes shop. Honey, could you hand me just for a second the Muva globe that Rob got us? I thought you said It was Brennan and Rob. It was my boss's son. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen here for a second, just so you guys can see this. And it's like a $300 thing. My boss is a great guy, but he just has this attitude of like, well, they'll see this and they'll be kind of jealous of me. And it's like, yeah, not really, you know. And we don't have it set up because we know the cats are gonna fuck with it, right? And
hook 'em up.
Yeah, as the light hits it, it warms it up unevenly, and it'll just sit there and spin, right? But it's
fake.
It's
no
fake.
firmament.
The Earth's flat, and everyone knows it's got. But yeah, there it is. No,
yeah, well, the moon doesn't exist. How about that?
The moon's
a
hollow
hologram.
and a hologram and an egg.
JFK's in Long
And
Island,
full of bees.
living it up.
Full of bees.
And bees.
That's the Earth that's full of bees.
And
Thank you,
beans.
sweetheart. Oh, you can just say.
I'm
you're
adding that
welcome.
to the
They
list.
can-
It's bees and beans.
My wife just, like, this is an important thing that she can't interrupt. You should come over and talk about your experience watching Dark of the Moon and how much you want to fuck Alan Tudyk.
Who doesn't?
I kind of want to fuck Alan Tudyk. Alan,
I didn't say that.
call me.
It's weird how he went from Dark of the Moon to like the most relatable Optimus Prime ever.
Yeah.
Just trying to be a dad.
You
I
know,
want to clip on Alan Tudyk's like Instagram reel where he goes, "Oh my God, Scott said finally call me."
yeah. We were watching this TV show, Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, and in the second season, he plays a badass bounty hunter named Mr. Priest, and the main characters, they run into a house and hide behind the door, and Mr. Priest is there. "Oh, they closed the door. How will I ever get them now?" This is a perfect fucking delivery. I can't do it, but he's like chuckling. He's like, "How will I ever get them now?" It's fucking. I love that.
That sounds like something Leslie Nielsen would say. "Oh no, they closed the door. How will I ever get through?"
Yeah.
I'm a locksmith, and I'm a locksmith.
I'm a locksmith. And
Oh
I'm a
no, they
locksmith.
closed the door. How will I ever get through now?
Oh my God. Going over to the chat. Crossbones Koopa says, missing link, I want Omnibots. Listen, I just want fucking Omnibots in chug scale,
Just
man.
give me the Omnibots,
Please,
for fuck's sake.
God.
Come on,
Third
please.
party, first party, I don't give a shit. At this point, I'll take a
We
fucking...
got the fucking Power Dashers. Where are my Omnibots?
Seriously, thank you. Crossbones Koopa said, so I so want this Supreme Optimus for a missing link. He looks so much like the Diaclone repaint. Kyle, do you want to tell Crossbones Koopa about his penis now? No? Okay. And Belucius
He already knows.
says, missing
Prime
link Stephen
stuff.
Hawking, please. God damn it, Belucius.
Son of a bitch.
Dude.
So Perceptor. He wants Perceptor. Missing link Perceptor.
No. It's like,
Interesting.
point of articulation,
Perceptor.
none. That's,
Oh no,
2
he,
points.
He should be fully articulated, but all of his joints on his lower half are too loose to use.
No, 2 points of
Like that
articulation.
fucking Magneto,
The
Professor
wheels,
X.
the wheels that spin. Help me, I'm stuck. He's dead now.
Scott, I
Yes?
know you are not the aficionado of animated that you think you are, but Animated Perceptor was actually based on Stephen Hawking.
Oh, believe me,
Yeah, it was actually.
I've watched
They
an
used the
entire
text-to-speech
1 and 1
engine.
quarter episodes. I watched one episode.
Wow.
Went, this isn't for me. And then
What episode was it?
Xavier goes, no, Scott, try it again. Okay, I'll watch this week's episode. And they're fucking fighting a little girl on a horse named Powdered Sugar. I'm fucking done with this bullshit.
Okay, Scott, you need to actually do I need to send you a list?
No, that's
Just
fine.
skip these episodes. These are actually the good ones.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
you're
actually
missing good shit, man.
there's totally an episode.
They just stuffed that bullshit into the first season, and then the next
you-
2 seasons are like,
You said, I'll tell you what. Here's what you do. You send me.
Did you watch the lockdown episode?
You send me the best episode. Send me the season and the episode number. You send me the best episode, Kyle, and I will give it another try.
All right.
Okay. You send me the best episode. You don't have to even send me the episode. Season, episode number, and I will watch it. I will watch it this weekend. I will sit down with my wife. I have Paramount Plus. I think they have everything Transformers on there. And my wife
I don't
and I,
think it's on Paramount Plus.
my wife and I will sit down and we'll pirate it. Okay?
I think it's on Tubi.
It's on Pluto.
Tubi? Yeah, we got Tubi and we got Pluto. I love Tubi. Aliens
it
did
so much.
9/11 only on Tubi. We actually saw that movie on Tubi. The alien 9/11 conspiracy.
Alien.
Dark of the Moon.
You know, honey, I feel like this may be true. I feel it. I feel like aliens pulled off 9/11. It's in my gut. It's in my bones. It's right down to my cells, right in my fucking mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. I feel it all the way down to there.
All real.
It's been a slow news week, but by God Almighty, I've been following Mav's Splendid Convoy, the fucking Splendid Convoy 3D prints. Oh my God, he's making a bow for her. Look at that.
Oh,
Oh man.
Oh.
it's
Right.
it's Dragon Kaiser's Dragon Archery.
Right. But here's the thing. This is
I see the influence.
the bow is there so you can put her into combiner mode and fucking have like the Omega
Discretion.
Prime chest.
That's cool.
That's fucking awesome.
Yep.
I fucking love this. This project, man. I did a custom Splendid Convoy a couple of months ago. This is making me wish I would have waited. And I don't I used an oversized KO of a hotspot to make that Splendid Convoy. This one I think I'm going to use the regular size KO of hotspot. And because the feet attached, you can make her. I feel like having a Titan class Splendid Convoy would be just too much. So I think I'm just going to use a regular KO of hotspot. Thankfully, I have several sitting over on my desk. Sometimes I order stuff on AliExpress without thinking about it. Anybody got anything?
I've been seeing a lot.
Yeah. Anybody got anything to say about this, or should I just move on to the next thing?
No, I mean
what's
it's
this
cool.
music?
I mean,
Look at that
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
It's
see what
like-
this looks
it's
like when
like
it's
a-
finished.
Yeah.
It looks like the noise maze thing where he took off the wingtips of his blades and used them to slice motherfuckers up.
Yes.
Right. Right?
I want to see transforming it. Like,
Looks cool.
what's parts forming, what's not, and, you know.
Apparently,
Is it easy?
It's pretty close. Like, you know, you have to put the gauntlets on the same as you do with the regular one. But I think he's got a way to switch the head around. You know, with like the chest going on here. Yeah, I think it's like he's got like a platform to switch everything and peg in, because there's what's going to be the regular robot head, you know, feminine Optimus, then the super mode head, and then the super mode head, the Omega Prime head. But I mean, everything's integrated into the print, you know. So
Is it easy to get a hold of that onslaught?
It's not, but I've got
or a knockoff thereof.
They used to have a KO G2 Bruticus. In fact, that's the Bruticus I have upstairs. I haven't seen any in a long time. I'm just gonna buy a hotspot, a blue hotspot. Well, I've already bought a blue hotspot, and I'm just gonna paint it yellow. I've done it once before, and it turned out pretty good. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I did.
Apparently that's the worst shit ever is painting yellow.
Yeah, it was a bitch. I'm not going to lie to you. But I found a technique that kind of works. If you use a white primer first, and then whenever you spray it, you just give it like a 1, 2, 3 pass, let it dry. 1, 2, 3 pass, let it dry. And just build it up over that. And it turned out really, really nice. So I'm looking forward to this. I guess I'm the only one.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't.
That's a lot of dedication for one fig.
You fucking
Well,
need a 3D printer.
I will get a 3D printer, a better one soon. Just not. I've got other things I need to get first.
Dude, what you do is you get the 3D printer and you make the other things. Duh. It's come on, man. What do you insulin? That's for losers.
If only I could 3D print a graphics card and a better processor, and
you could. You're just not trying hard enough.
Yeah.
Let me go over to Cults 3D and see if I can find you a graphics processor. Fuck me. Oh.
3D print a new president.
Yes, we could. Yes, we could. Because right now, like a lump of horse dung could do a better job.
Sounds like the flaw to a Futurama episode.
Yeah. Unicron Marbled Edition LP of Transformers the Movie original soundtrack coming soon. 4,000 copies, $38.
Now, is the disc really going to be made out of marble?
It better be.
I don't think that's how
I think once you
trying to be nice to everyone.
I think once you melt marble, it becomes obsidian, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, this just means it's wavy.
Yeah.
Wavy plastic.
Wavy plastic.
It just means it's Unicron colored according to these guys. So it's like you're meant to.
Well, it does look like the gold coin from Beast Wars.
The fucking first album to ever suffer from GPS.
Nah. Let's wait till we do the Beast Wars.
As long as there's a Weird Al Yankovic song on it, I'm good.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the perfect thing for Josh's Dr. What's collection because he collects vinyls. This is probably up Josh's alley.
Oh yeah, there it is. Weird Dare to Be Stupid. Weird Al Yankovic, the last one on the right.
Holson85 said it's made of marble because this music is rock.
Yeah.
I knew to put Instruments of Destruction second.
Hello, me. It's
after
me
the bullshit.
Can I just say of Holson, man doesn't even speak English as his first language, and he's out here busting better puns than any of us.
Hell yeah. It's because the rest of us are riddled with fucking autism. We're all
How the fuck am I an upgrade?
If not both.
We're all essentially Drax with a toy collection.
How did Holson quit and then I join immediately after? How is this like in any way an upgrade?
It's not.
Upgrade.
No offense.
Motherfucker, you invited yourself on.
Yeah. Like I
asked both times.
I don't even know who you are. Oh, fuck me.
No, you're
Hey,
just
Alex.
the placement holder until we can find another Swedish man.
Oh,
Didn't
yeah.
you read the contract?
Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't sign contracts.
Oh, I've got a rarity. I've got an Alex coming up. Come on, buddy. Here we go. You gonna stay with me? I'm gonna stop sharing my screen so that all the viewers can see you. But I don't think you're gonna stay because you don't like being held. Oh, say hello to everybody, Alex. This is my buddy Alex. Alex had an entire personality shift. Alex hated everybody. Didn't you, buddy? Alex hated everybody. And she doesn't like being held. She likes putting her butthole right in my ear. But Alex, one day,
Now
Alex
she
starts
really fucking hates
screaming and hiding. And we took her to the vet. We were really worried about her. We thought she was going to die. And, oh, my God, honey, look at this. Sweetheart, honey, baby, she's got her headphones in. Ariana! My wife! Look at this.
Just phone her.
No, nothing's wrong, honey. You had your headphones in. Oh, Ariana said she's happy to see I'm going to get mauled in any minute.
Yeah.
Your pain.
She
brings
came
you
up here
pleasure.
herself. This is amazing. Look.
Well, yeah, he just wants to be on front of the camera.
What's that, honey? I don't have catnip on me. The police caught me with a bunch, and now I'm on parole for a while. They said they might
Soon to
deport
be
you.
sent to El Salvador.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't risk it.
I'm going to put you down because your claws are really fucking sharp. Oh, my God. She's my little... So we took her to the vet. She was screaming her head off. And the vet...
Ariana?
Well, no, Ariana will later. Why did you yell at me like that, white boy? That's what she'll say. And, but, no, we took her to the vet, and the vet goes, oh, she's got a really bad tooth. I'm going to give her an injection of stuff, and she's going to feel better than any of us had in this room. and he gives her an injection and pulls the tooth. And she was a temporary corpse. Like her fucking tongue was hanging out and her eyes were open, and she was not fucking moving at all. And the vet said, don't worry, she feels great. And we brought her back home, and she finally came to her senses. And she was just like, I love all of you now. And yeah, she started cuddling with me, and she still doesn't like being held, but I mean,
I will grant you 3 wishes.
Yeah. I love all my cats. Newton's right over there. I can see Greta from here. Oh, I love all of them. Crossbones Koopa says I can sound Swedish, and Holson says thank you. See, he's pleasurable to be around too. Oh, Jesus Christ, Menosaur box art. We don't need to see that again. Moving on to looky what I found. What do you, Walter? Walter, do you have a looky what I found?
I don't have anything this week.
Aw, man. Damn it. Kyle, how about you?
Nope.
Jesus. Uh-oh. Holson just said crossbones keep. How about you, Thomas? Looky what I found?
Yeah, I found a custom G2 Megatron made from a Brawl.
Okay, let's see this.
Okay.
All right.
Which version of Brawl, though? That's the question.
The movie version.
Oh.
Dawson's movie versions.
That's
not bad,
Holy
actually.
Shit, that looks good.
That's
Look at that.
really good.
Wow, they really nailed the eggplant.
Yeah, they did.
If you were to update him to movieverse design, this would be close to what you would want.
Oh, yeah.
Kinda,
This
yeah.
one,
I'd buy
this
that.
one looks like it worked for Universe.
Though I'm kind of
classics.
it's a Jensen Tomey banger.
Is it?
Yeah, it said
Oh, it
that
is.
was his tag on the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. So yeah, he must have made this ages ago. I also found this
Yeah.
hooligan, which is confusing. Because doesn't this look like it should have been Space Case?
Yeah.
They
Oh,
did a
man.
Space Case repaint as like a Target exclusive.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
This looks
Wait,
like
is this from? What is this from?
It's from the Pterodive mold.
Yeah, it's another
Oh
Jin.
shit! I didn't know his wings did that.
He came with a trident too, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
The Terra Dive one did. Yeah. Anyway,
He modified
this-
it because the wings don't go like in that in the back. They should be on the legs.
Oh man, I remember this thing also was
yeah,
made
so
into
that's
depth
heavy
charge on
mods.
card for the
Yeah.
Collectors Club. That was an awesome fig too.
Get
Yeah.
the charge.
Now, see, I think the 2010 Scourge would have been a better match for Depth Charge.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
I
get that flying wing thing to kind of look more like the Manta Ray mode.
Yeah, I think the only reason they actually chose Space Case here was he had a Trident, and I was like, well, depth charge aqua themed. This is a perfect
The
fit.
heads kind of look similar.
Yeah.
But man, that depth charge, that was that unique packaging. They were like, hey, this dude deserves to be on a card with a bubble. And I was like, whoa, Collectors Club, what are you doing?
Oh.
And
You're going the extra
nobody-
mile.
And nobody bought them.
Oh, I did. I bought one. I was just like, this is fucking cool.
I know you
Because
did.
I remember there was a shitload of those left when they were doing their fire sale.
Yeah.
Well,
Now
It
they're
was so
impossible to
weird that they only did it the one time, though. And I guess that's why poor sales numbers and all. But what a weird and interesting concept to go back to on card with bubble.
Yeah.
Well, if you, because what was it? 3H made a similar mistake with their Silverbolt repaint, Windraiser. They sold that on a bubble card, and people were mad at them because they didn't want to destroy an expensive fucking convention exclusives packaging to get the toy out.
And 3H laughed so hard, flames danced behind their back as they raised up their hands that had sharp talons. It was like, ha ha, buy two then, nerds.
Yes.
Tef, how about you? Any looky what I found this week?
Yeah, we're sending it in the chat. It's
Ooh.
another terrifying look at the upcoming Transformers Pretenders.
Oh God, no. I'll share the screen here.
It's safe for work. It's terrifying, but safe for work.
Let's
Oh,
see here.
God.
There's circling over the crazy lady's. Okay, hold on. That's my wife. Sent that. Let's see
Yeah,
here.
that's the one underneath of the news. Yeah.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh,
Is that how Hannibal Lecter
They're putting skins on one of the robots.
oh my God, that's disturbing.
You got any more? This
And
is
that's
great.
just
Yeah,
what
I'm-
Disney's been doing with their Hall of Presidents for like 50 years.
He kind of looks like the guy
I've
from
never seen
fucking.
this part.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of the guy that does the voice of the handicap guy in American Dad. I forgot his name.
Looks like Quentin Tarantino.
Sam Raimi, maybe also with the hair.
Yeah. Okay, I see Sam Raimi. I can see some Sam Raimi.
And then zoom back to the head.
Okay, now
Something right here.
Jesus fucking Christ.
yeah, we're coming along. We're gonna have like really cool sex dolls soon. Not like this one, but sexier.
Yeah, hopefully they transform too.
I'll be fucking.
that would be
I'll
nice.
be able to fuck Rachel Ryan after all, won't I?
Riding our sex bots to work and transform into a bike and
Got Star Trek. Star Trek's got your back.
That'll
baby.
be cool
This is
for
how it
everybody
goes.
else who's a billionaire.
Yeah. Xavier, do you have a looky what I found?
I found a really fucking weird one because what
Weirder
Scott,
than
in
that?
your honest, humble opinion, what is the best thing Trump ever did as a president? Like positive net gain.
He
being a
was
president.
he
Fucking
was thinking. The one thing that I will say that I thought that it was good. I don't think he's done anything about it, but he was saying that he was going to reduce credit card interest to max it out at 10%.
Okay. I would say the best thing he ever did was the completely asinine, belligerent statement of Covfefe.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
The fuck?
That was a banger. And then lo and fucking behold, for some fucking weird reason, the phenomenon that is VTubers, one of these bitches decided to name herself Covfefe-chan. And not only that, she decided
Hang on.
She decided
Someone
with this
explain to me Covfefe.
personality, she was going to play Transformers Devastation in its entirety.
Right on.
I will watch
So
that.
enjoy the sight of a busty VTuber girl playing in its entirety Transformers Devastation.
Well, let's see here. We're gonna mute this.
So what is Covfefe? What's the joke?
To know what that is, you have to be familiar with the Trump cinematic universe.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah, I'm
just a
very
coffee
familiar.
typo.
I funded it.
Do you know what Covfefe
I made
means?
sure he got in there.
Do you know what Covfefe means?
And then went, fuck this. I
Kyle,
assume he read coffee and didn't understand what the fuck he was
no
reading.
one knows what Covfefe means.
Nobody knows.
He just made up a word.
Just like late
He
one
makes up a
night,
lot
he
of
just posted on Twitter, "Go Fefe," and everybody went wild, and nobody knows why, and he never fucking explained anything.
Yeah.
Just it happened, forget it.
Seems like he makes up a lot of shit, like we need tariffs for some reason.
A colon can completely change the meaning of a sentence. For example, Skeletor ate Tila's sandwich. Skeletor ate Tila's colon. Jesus Christ.
Shit-eating grin.
Damn, Facebook, huh?
Literally.
Study find cats only meow when they want to alert the owner of the neighbor's murder they witnessed through the window. All right, anyway. So, I've got 3 looky what I founds. One has nothing to do with Transformers. I just fucking love this. This is a 3D printed Italian gesture fidget toy. Hey.
Hey!
Hey! Go fuck your ma.
Hey! Can I have all of them?
Yeah.
There was a exposition for art, and they had like a robot that only does that. I saw the video not long ago. Yeah, there it is. I just found it.
I'm gonna say I'm highly disappointed this Italian mechanical gesture, fully 3D printable fidget toy, is being used by a guy who has to actually work it properly and not somehow do the gesture himself with the toy to make the toy do the gesture while he's doing the gesture at the same time.
It's fucking great. I fucking love it.
I just sent it in the Facebook chat. Somebody like had like an art expose of this, and people just said they automated Italians. So.
Hey. Hey. Fucking Christ, man. Oh. So, okay, my next looky what I found. Here we go. A 3D printable, fully articulated transforming Primus for $25.
Oh.
Right?
Damn. That's gonna cost a lot of plastic.
Yeah, it is. It all depends on. His head is a headmaster, so I think that's pretty cool too. So
nice.
You could make that. Oh, that's the emissary of Primus, and yeah, good planet mode. Decent looking bot mode as well.
Is it a 3D printed Omnicron in the back?
Yeah, 3D printed Unicron.
Unicron.
Yeah, 3D printed I don't think that one transforms, but I talked to the designer, and she told me that she's trying to work on one that would transform, and she's thinking about selling it for $50. So there's that Unicron, and finally. This is
I like the
great.
head.
This is fucking great. You're gonna love this. This is a 3D printable replica of the McDonald's 80s Happy Meal Galacta-Pound.
Oh my! Sounds so cool.
For $1, you can.
I watched the commercial for these when they first came out.
Yeah.
It was kind of amazing.
You can have.
Now they can make it like one size.
Oh yeah, you can. You can fucking make these any size you want. That's the glory of 3D
Well, yeah,
printing.
it's 3D printed.
Yeah. I can take it into, and it's nice, I can take it into Cura and just go, I want everything 800%. And I can have a fucking Big Mac that I could sleep on.
That's what I was about to say.
God. I just thought that was fantastic. Moving on to reinforcements from Cybertron. Anybody got any reinforcements this week? We'll start with Xavier.
Mm-hmm. I stopped by Target because they're desperate for foot traffic again. They're apparently down in sales, so scoped them out, and sure enough, they should probably. be a good start.
No.
Something that happened though was they started finding shit that they couldn't sell before, and it's like we're gonna take a chance to try to sell this shit once again. And one of them happened to be a very heavily discounted Rise of the Beast Deluxe Air Razor from the Studio Series.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right
So
on.
that's my get.
Right on. How about you, Tef?
I got last week the Blocky Soundwave from the from the Transformer 1 movie.
Right.
It's pretty good. I did the video and everything. And I also got one that I don't think I'm going to do a video, but it's the Bravo RC Legend Size.
Uh-huh.
He is the worst thing I've had in a handle in a while.
No.
It's so bad.
He's fucking horrible.
So bad. Here's the legs. So it's all ball joint and super loose. The transformation sucks. The ball joint pops without effort. She's not that good looking either. I can't believe I paid $20 for this.
I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so fucking
But
sorry.
she's RC, and she was the only missing RC in my whole RC collection.
Right on.
So now I got a full set of RCs that ever been released, third party and legit, except for the Bay movie, the B series, Bay series. No, I don't care.
Yeah. a lot of people have that thought. How about you, Thomas?
I got the Studio Series 86 Bumblebee.
Ooh.
The little one, the really small one. He's actually pretty good.
Right on. Right on.
He is. That's why I bought him for $25.
They have them at my local Walmart for $16. And I was tempted, but it was just like, I can use that $16 to maybe get some old Kenner Ghostbuster toys. And so that's what I did. Anything else, Thomas?
Nope.
Oh,
That's
Kyle,
it.
how about you, buddy?
I can't remember if I got Battle Trap before the show last week or not. I think it was after. So Battle Trap came in the mail.
Right on.
The Power of the Primes version.
Excuse me.
It would be so much better if it was just legs and the upper torso that click together. I see why they did it with flywheels. I think Prima should be here tomorrow from Amazon.
Right on.
And that's it.
You're gonna like Prima. Prima's a good figure. I'm gonna warn all you fuckers. This is half a melatonin. Goodbye, fuckers. That should be kicking in soon. Walter, how about you?
Still unemployed.
I'm sorry.
Oof.
A lot of stuff came in. I ended up getting a Mecha Godzilla, the Kairyu with the battle pack. Excuse me, I'm having a rough time here. Fucking long COVID. I ended up finally getting the Drowned Viper from Kong X Godzilla, or Godzilla X Kong. This is surprisingly sturdy. Like, I picked it up and it was like, fuck, it's
like just one big chunk, or is it articulated?
It's articulated. You can.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's very articulate, even to the jaw. Even the jaw.
Reminds me of those, those like 80s snakes you hold by the tails and it wiggles.
Yeah. Excuse me. God damn. Fucking dying. And then
We all are, Scott. It's the human condition.
Got Solus Prime. Love me some Solus Prime. Printed out the Funbee base for Solus Prime. You can see her little symbol there. And in the back, you can put the Solus Prime Titan Master. So, nice little base.
Gonna print the Acme anvil.
Oh yeah, I've got the anvil back here. I showed that last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I've already printed that out. I got Studio Series Sentinel Prime. Haven't had a lot of chance to mess around with this guy, but he's
I didn't know he was out yet.
fucking Hasbro Pulse, my man. And also from Hasbro Pulse, the reason I knew that Kyle will like Prime. I got the gray motherfucker right here. My God.
Is he gray or is he white? Fuck, you're colorblind. God damn it. Stop asking the colorblind guy if he's right about the color, Kyle. You're a fucking moron.
Wow, Kyle even turned on himself this week. That's impressive.
It really is a slow week.
It is. Whenever Kyle starts going, fuck you, Kyle. Dumbass piece of shit.
Unless it's Kyle spelled with a C or something.
You know, he says gray. It looks white to me. Let me call him out on it.
Yeah.
Fucking why?
And then I 3D printed this dude. A royal guard for the emperor.
Royal guard.
Yep. I made him a little felt cape, too. But that's all.
So he doesn't get cold.
Yeah. Well, you don't want your emperor's royal guards to get chilly. They're not snowtroopers. Anybody have any big plans for this week?
I've been binge watching Sledgehammer.
Fuck yeah, you have. 'Cause you are a man.
I forgot. Like, I started rewatching it, and I forgot that the first episode is the only episode with like laughing tracks, like background laughs. And I was like, oh man, I hope this is not like going on like this all throughout the series. I didn't remember anything, but no, it's only the first episode that has like the laughing tracks. So I'm good. I'm good. So I'm halfway through it so far.
Oh, this man makes.
But I just started the new Black Mirror series, like the new season. I'm halfway through it also, but
I found the guy that plays Garth Marenghi. I believe the actor's name is Richard Hollis. I found out he did a radio drama as Kurt Angstrom from the Swedish detective novels.
Okay.
And it is just as batshit insane as you would think it is. It's fucking great. They're trying to solve a murder, but there's no body. Right? No body. Yes. And do you really think there's been a murder? Of course there is. Look, they've got the police tape. All the cars are here. I'm here. Why would they waste these resources? But there's no body. There's been a murder. You've been wrong about this before only 20 or 30 times. And of course, it's big on the puns. He gets put on gardening leave where he's suspended, but all he can do is garden while he's off. He's on suspension, and he goes to a place to get a lawnmower, and he goes, "Can I show you a round mower?" He goes, "No, I did. Could I show you around the mowers?" And he goes, "No, I want one that's lawnmower shaped." And I'm like, you fucker. Yeah. So I'm gonna binge that this weekend. Anybody else got anything?
I'm probably just gonna watch a bunch of this new AI slop on YouTube. Did you know they got one set for Star Trek that's like a 1940s film noir?
I would love that.
It's pretty good.
Oh my God. Huh? Are you gonna get pissed at me? Huh? Yeah, you're gonna leave. Fuck you.
I mean, maybe I'll call you later. Just shoot you some random bullshit.
10:30 at night. Scott, you awake? That's too bad. Scott. I was hoping you'd be asleep. I'll call you in 5 hours.
Scott, wake up. You remember that time I broke your rib?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, night.
Every time it gets cold, as a matter of fact, I remember.
My body's like 3 micros off from being perfectly centered. I don't know how it happened.
Jesus Christ. No. Every time it gets cold, like my stomach starts, like near my ribs, it starts to go floop, floop. And it's like,
Look, I think some of that is the nerve damage from all the years spent walking around the cold Pennsylvania snow in flip-flops. That's not all me.
I've got nerve damage in this thumb. So right here, I've actually got nerve damage in this thumb. I can't feel the top of it. And I've got nerve damage in my big toe on my right foot for some strange reason. I don't know what it is. Perhaps it was the window I put it through. It doesn't really.
Perhaps it was those shard-shaped pieces of glass.
Yeah. I'd read the chat, but it's just Holson and Crossbone speaking Swedish to each other. Holson says the Galactopounder looks like Stephen Hawking. And Crossbone says, I may pre-order Missing Link RC. Least I'm trying to make a joke about Tom Cruise and why you don't eat bananas in Swedish. Because you get that round mouth. You don't get a round mouth from eating square meals. That's why. Oh my God. I think I need to. I think I need to go to bed. It's,
Well, you just took a pill, so yeah.
oh my God. I'm sorry. I was coughing. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear one word you said.
You already took your pill, so yeah, you shouldn't be drowsy now.
Yeah. Want to thank everybody over in the chat. Crossbones, Holson, Belucius. I think that was everybody. Yeah. Kind of a light
Low
night.
weeks.
Light chat night. That's okay. I don't mind. A lot of people watch this on the rebound. If you get a chance, check out Belucius's podcast with Ugly Wretch. It's so much fun. It's so Welsh. It's incredibly Welsh. Yeah, it is Welsh.
Cool.
Ultra Megatron is
Really
big.
too many consonants.
Yeah, big love going out to Ultra Megatronus and his crew. And oh my God, just wonderful chats out there. Raziel Kane joked around a little bit on a chat with Patriot Prime the other day. He now knows who Blunghole is, and by God, he won't soon forget.
Won't forget.
Blunghole. There, I forget who it was. I was on like a chat on a live stream with somebody and went, Blunghole? It's, why would you name yourself? It's a whole story. And gentlemen, thank you for being here. Say good night.
Yeah, bonsoir.
Night. Let's go get pancakes, guys. Let's go to
That
IHOP.
sounds. If I wasn't on Ozempic,
Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes.
if I wasn't on Ozempic, I'd eat so many fucking pancakes and French
Actually, I
toast and bacon.
We go for some fucking Waffle House right now.
Dude.
Waffle House would be amazing. You know what the best part is?
Chicken jockey.
Dude, Waffle House will even let you know warm